Hello viewers, welcome back to Mage Expert's professional web development course online with your instructor Shayan. On last class, we learned some HTML tags which include ABBR tag, site tag, DFN tag, address, insert, delete and S tag. In today's class, we'll learn list tags. Let's start. HTML5 list tags. HTML5 has three types of list tags. There are lots of occasions when we need to use list. HTML provides us with three different types. Ordered list. Ordered lists are lists which where each item in the list is numbered. For example, the list might be a set of steps for a recipe that must be performed in order, or a legal contract where each points need to be identified by section number. Unordered list. Unordered lists are lists that begin with a bullet point rather than characters that indicate order. Definition list. Definition lists are made up of set of terms along with the definition for each those terms. Let's move forward to start coding with that. First of all, it is ordered list. Let's follow the same steps like always. Open the HTML folder. I'm copying the class.html file, pasting it here. F2 for rename, class5.html. Okay, so okay, here it's a folder. Okay. So I am going to open with Notepad. Okay, changing the title of this class as class5, and inside the body tag I am going to use OL tag. The ordered list is created with the OL element. OL. Close this. It is same like all opening and closing tags. Well, what we write inside OL to create list? Ordered list. Li. Each item the list is placed between an opening li tag and a closing li tag. The li stands for list item. Browser indent lists by default. Sometimes you may see a type attribute used with the OL element to specify the type of numbering. Numbers, letters, Roman numerals and so on. It's better to use a CSS list style property covered in later sessions. Cause CSS it's more easy to create list style types for the OL or UL or DL elements. Let's write li. Li is basically a list item, a single list item. Like if we have any recipe, like let's write recipe steps. First, chop potatoes into quarters. This is something like which we have to do in steps. We have to follow a step like numbering. First step is that, second is that, third is that, and so on. Create another li, right? Swimmer in. You can try with different recipes or something to create this. Water for 15, 20 minutes until tender. Okay, close the li, open it and close it at the same time to avoid confusions. Heat milk, butter and nutmeg. Drain potatoes. Oh sorry, li, open li, close it. Drain potatoes and mesh. Last li for the last point of this recipe. Close it here. Mix in the milk mixture. Okay, close this. We can write here the h1 for this class, h1 class 5 HTML5 lists tag. Okay, h1 control s. Okay, so our points are done for recipe. I'm saving this file, want to render it in browser. It's class 4 and I have to open class 5. I am opening it on browser by right clicking it, open with Google Chrome. Okay, so you can see, I think we have done a mistake over it, cause it's okay. First li we didn't add forward slash on the closing tag. That's why it's have 6 points while you write 5 points. Saving this file, enter it on browser, and you can see that we have beautifully written the list into steps, ordered list. We can write here the h3 heading tag, which we can use many times in one page. So I am going to write here ordered list. Okay, so here we write ordered list. Let's move to unordered list. The unordered list is created with the UL element. As I have told you, that unordered lists are lists that begin with a bullet point rather than a characters that indicate order. So it's not for ordering, it's just for making a list without order. Unordered list. Let's write a h3 here, close it here, and inside the h3 you can write unordered lists. UL, close the UL tag with the forward slash sign, and we have to write the same li means list items. Each list item in the list is placed between an opening li tag and a closing li tag. The li stands for list item. Browser indents list by default. Let's write anything in that. Like you have seen that if we have any recipe which is written in order, so we have ingredients, so we don't want ordering in that, like tomatoes, potatoes, milk, etc., etc. So we don't need any ordering in that, but just we need that ingredients, so we write it line by line, but it's not ordered, it's unordered. Like write it here, 1 kg potatoes. Second, oh, I just forgot forward slash, and I close it here with a forward slash. I'm going to write a second thing, 100 ml milk. Okay, third li, 50 grams salted butter, da da da. Okay, so this is enough. I think you can write many things if you want. Okay, so you are seeing it's written in bullets. We can change the types of this list by type attribute, but it's not good to use type attribute for HTML5. So I am going to cover this list type changes in CSS topics. Let's move forward. UL and LI is also done. OLLI ordered list, ULLI unordered list. Let's move forward to definition list. The definition list is created with the DL element and usually consists of a series of terms and their definitions. Inside the DL element, you will usually see pairs of DT and DD elements. That DL elements, inside DL element, there is a pair of DT and DD element. What is DT and what is DD? DT. This is used to contain the term being defined, the definition term. DD. This is used to contain the definition. DD is definition and DT is it term. It is term of the definition. Like I've told you before, the DF an element that is used for a single definition, but if we have number of definitions in our web page, so we can use a list of definition which is known as definition list. A DL element for starting, like all other elements, UL, OL, and it is DL. But we don't write LI, but we didn't write LI. We don't use li in this because this is not based on list item, but it's based on definition list. So it has dt in it. Dt, close it. Like here we have noun. Okay, and we write in dd a definition which is being defined in it, which it is written in dd definition, and the definition title is written in it in between the opening and closing tags of dt. Let's define it. is a naming word. Close this. Okay, I have to write h3 so we can differentiate that what is definition list, what is ordered list, and what is unordered list. Let's write it here. Definition lists. I'm saving this and rendering on a browser. Okay, so we are saying that noun is a naming word. We can also use for a longer definition. Let's write something else in place of noun. Scale. Let's define scale here in DD. A device used to accurately measure the weight of ingredients. Weight. It is used for to measure the weight of ingredients accurately. Okay. Another definition for the same term, DD. Another DD for this. A technique by which the scales are removed from the skin of a fish. It has two definitions. Okay, so I'm going to close here, save this file, render it on browser. Okay, so you are seeing two definitions for the same term. A same term, but it has two definitions. Like scale is a thing which we can, like we have ruler, and we also call different things by the same name. Let's define something else like DT. Close DT here. Scammers. Okay, let's define it inside the DT tag. An Italian cheese usually made from whole cow's milk although it was traditionally made from buffalo milk. I am saving this file, going to render it on browser. Now you can see that scammers is defined after the scale definition, as it is definition list. We write scale in DT, a definition for scale in DD, another definition for scale in DD, a DT scammers for DT for title of the definition, a DD for that for the whole definition, and the whole list is covered in DL element. Okay, so we covered order list, unordered list, and definition list. Now it's if we want to create list inside a list, a nested list. Let's create that. I'm going to give a heading here, nested lists. Yeah. Okay, so nested list with UL. Basically, UL is mainly used for nested list. OL is not mainly used for nested list because OL is ordered systems. That has some ordering between that. UL has no ordering and DL is also not considered with order. So UL is mainly used for nested list. Like we are having li which li with Moses. Okay, another li which has pastries, and we can define the type of pastries inside this. We didn't pastries and another UL after this. Give a enter space, one more enter for line break inside the notepad. UL, write UL here, close UL. Inside this UL you can write another li element which is child of that li element. Okay, So I'm going to define the types of pastries here. Croissant. Okay, another is, okay, I'm going to copy these two more times because there are four types of these pastries. Millie, Fuel, Palmeyer, and Profiterole. Okay, so we've closed the li afterwards. Let's write one more li without nested here to differentiate between that. I'm going to write tarts in between that. Okay, just going to save this file, rendering it on browser for nested list. You can see that pastries has more li in it, which is a nested element. Browser displays nested list indented further than the parent list in nested unordered list. The browser will usually change the style of the bullet points too. You can see that there are black bullets when we rewrite an unordered list, and there is a UL inside the li which is known as nested list. It has a different shape of list. It has a black border and a white filling in that. Okay, so I think it's also clear for you guys. We've covered list tags in this class, and I think this is enough for this class. So we're going to continue the rest of the thing in future classes. Till then, if you have any question, you can send us an email at magecourses@gmail.com, magecourses@gmail.com. You can like us on Facebook at fb.me/magexperts. Send us a message on Facebook at m.me/magexperts. You can subscribe our channel on YouTube. You can also comment below on comment section if you have any question or want to appreciate this video. We are going to make new videos soon. Till then, stay tuned with our channel. Goodbye.